While everyone loves having 5-star characters in Genshin, 5 stars can only be obtained through wishing at a very low chance. 4 stars however are guaranteed to appear every 10 polls and as such become a core part of every team, especially for the free to play players. Today, I would like to cover the best 4-star character of every element so that free to play players can pick the best options for their teams. Before I continue, if you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing as I post regular Genshin Impact videos and you can also help us to get to our goal of 4,000 subscribers. Thank you so much in advance. Without further ado, my name is ChargeCoin and let's begin the video. For Anemo, I'm picking Sucrose. The purpose of having an Anemo character in your team, I feel, is to make use of the 4-piece Viridescent Vanilla artifact set to swirl and reduce the elemental resistance on the enemy based on which element was swirled. While characters such as Lynette and Hazel can do it too, Sucrose is on another level. She's basically a 4-star Kazuha, not only being able to reduce the enemy's elemental resistance, but also boost the team's overall elemental mastery from both her Ascension talents, thereby increasing the team's overall damage as well. This gets even better if you have a C6, which increases your party's elemental damage based on the element swirl. Moreover, she's also capable of some crowd control, grouping enemies together to allow for easier attack hits. Sucrose is literally the 4-star Kazuha, and if you don't have him, she's an amazing addition to your team. For Geo, I have two main contenders, Noelle and Yunjing. Noelle can provide a shield with her elemental skill, but also heal when she uses her burst with the shield up. Yunjing on the other hand is a normal attack buffer when she uses her elemental burst and from her Ascension talent. Noelle is especially good for the early game when you're not that good at dodging and require a tanky character for shielding and healing. Noelle can also become a DPS but requires C6 so that she can make more use of her defense to deal more damage. That said, she's a bit clunky to use and you can honestly go for better healers or shielders in the late game. As such, I personally think that my best 4-star Geo character is Yunjing, as she provides a valuable normal attack buff which not many other characters do, and can also boost the even more valuable attack speed when she gets a C6. Due to the buffing power Yunjing provides even at C0, I put her as my best Geo character. Electro is even tougher for me to choose. I have yet another two amazing Electro characters, being Kuki Shinobu and Fischl. Kuki mainly uses her elemental skill and swaps out to heal her teammates and also to apply Electro to either enemies or blooms to create Hyper Bloom. The interval between the Electro application from her skill also allows for easy Hyper Bloom reactions as it allows the blooms to form first before reacting with them. At C4, Kuki can now also launch a coordinated Electro attack whenever teammates use normal, charged or plunging attacks, thereby applying more Electro and making her more versatile even at a range. Fischl also uses her elemental skill to apply Electro with Oz, and with her Ascension talent can deal extra Electro damage when Oz is on the field and triggers an Electro related reaction. With a C6, Oz becomes even stronger as now Fischl can deal a coordinated Electro attack whenever normal attacks are used to apply Electro even more effectively. While both characters put up a good fight, I have to give the crown to Kuki instead, just because of her ease of use and her build. Kuki can literally be built easily with all elemental mastery weapons and artifacts without even needing to level up her talents. Her skill also lasts 12 seconds with a 15-second cooldown, which allows for very easy activation. Fischl, however, needs proper artifacts and talents to deal more damage, and her elemental skill cooldown needs to be managed properly with her elemental burst, as Oz only lasts 10 seconds on the field and has a 25-second cooldown. If your burst is not up and the skill ends, you'll be stuck with no Electro application for 15 seconds. As such, Kuki to me is the best 4-star Electro character in the game. For the Dendro element, Yao Yao is my pick for the best 4-star Dendro character. The reason being, while characters like Collei may be strong, she does not apply enough Dendro on the enemies. Yao Yao also doesn't apply as much Dendro, but at least she mainly applies Dendro using her elemental skill, which is non-reliant on the recharge rate of a burst, unlike Colette. Moreover, the skill will leave Yuegui on the field, who can either heal or attack opponents and apply Dendro in the process. This off-field application allows for more versatile team creation to have other characters be the drivers instead. Her elemental burst requires Yao Yao to be on the field, but allows her to become a driver instead, so as to create more Dendro related reactions. Given how she can apply Dendro off-field and heal, Yao Yao is my number 1 4-star Dendro character. The best Hydro character is really a no-brainer. Xingqiu is really an amazing 4-star character. His elemental skill is able to apply Hydro and also generate rain swords, which will increase characters' resistance to interruption and reduce the damage taken. His burst is where it shines though, allowing him to apply Hydro on enemies whenever a normal attack is being used. This makes him amazing for teams that require Hydro, such as a Hu Tao team, a Hyper Bloom team, as he can allow other characters to drive the reactions while he applies strong instances of Hydro. While his elemental skill cooldown takes way too long, and he has energy recharge issues, which means that he will require a sacrificial sword to help with this, there are currently no other 4-star Hydro character in the game who can apply as much Hydro and bring as much value to the team as Xingqiu. For the Pyro element, it is another close fight between Xiangling and Bennett. Xiangling is amazing mainly for her elemental burst, which summons a Pyronado around her and apply Pyro on every hit. Thanks to her high attack scalings, this leads to insanely high damage elemental reactions when paired with Hydro or Cryo characters to trigger Vaporize or Melt. Bennett on the other hand is Genshin's most broken support. His elemental burst mainly increases the attack of party members based on Bennett's base attack and also heals them if their HP is below 70%. So now I have to choose, do I go with more damage or an amazing support? I ended up choosing Bennett, as Bennett's support capabilities make him extremely versatile to be fit on multiple teams, which also makes him invaluable. What's more, Bennett's game-changing constellation comes from his C1, which allows him to heal and provide the attack buff at the same time. Xiangling, however, has a game-changing constellation at C4, which increases the duration of a Pyronado. In light of these various criteria, my opinion is that Bennett is the best 4-star Pyro character in the game. Finally, for the Cryo element, I'm mainly deciding between Rosaria or Layla. Rosaria's main function is to use her elemental burst to summon her spear and periodically apply AoE Cryo with no ICD for others to create Cryo related reactions. Layla's main function, however, is a skill which creates an extremely strong shield that scales off her HP and can also deal Cryo damage when she gains 4 stars in the shield. Her elemental burst can also apply Cryo periodically to single targets similar to Rosaria, but has a 2.5 second ICD or apply Cryo once every 3 hits. This is a really tough choice, but with Layla having the second best shielding in the game, only behind Zhongli, and the fact that she can apply some Cryo which makes her more versatile, I have to go with Layla instead as my personal best 4-star Cryo character. For the final element or non-element, surprisingly, the best physical 4-star is not Femine or Razer. It is actually Fischl, who can apply Electro and shoot her arrows or deal normal attack damage way faster than Razer or Femine ever could. She is also really very fun, even possibly better than Eula for normal physical attack damage. So, do you agree with my picks? Which are your best 4-star characters of every element? Do let me know down in the comments below. If you found today's video helpful, or you just enjoyed it in general, do consider leaving a like, comment and subscribing, as it will really help out this small channel to reach the goal of 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much! If you'd like to see how you can create a team to 36 star the Abyss, please click the video on the right. If you would like to see my other Genshin Impact videos, please click the playlist on the left. Once again, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!